Chapter 2. So I lived my life alone, without anyone that I could really talk to, until I had an accident with my plane in the desert of Sahara 6 years ago. Something was broken in my engine, and as I had with me neither a mechanic nor any passengers. I set myself to attend to difficult repairs all alone. It was a question of life or death for me. I had scarcely enough drinking water to last a week. The first night, then I went to sleep on the sand, 1,000 miles from any human habitation. I was more insulated than a shipwrecked sailor of the wrath of the middle of the ocean. Thus you can imagine my amazement at sunrise when I was awakened by an odd little voice. It said, "If you please draw me a ship." "What? Draw me a ship?" I jumped to my feet, completely thunderstruck. I blinked my eyes hard. I looked carefully all around me, and I saw a most extraordinary small person who stood there examining with great seriousness. Here you may see the best portrait that later I was be able to make of him. By my drawing is certainly very much less charming than its model. That, however, is not my fault. The grown-ups discouraged me in my painter's career when I was 6 years old, and I never learned to draw anything except boas from the outside and boas from the inside. Now I started at this sudden apparition with my eyes fairly starting out of my head in astonishment. Remember, I had crashed in the desert 1,000 miles from any inhabited region, and yet my little man seemed neither to be straining uncertainly among the sand, nor to be fainting from fatigue or hunger or thirst or fear. Nothing about him gave any suggestion of a child lost in the middle of the desert 1,000 miles from any human habitation. When at last I was able to speak, I said to him, "But what are you doing here?" And in answer he repeated very slowly, as if he were speaking of a matter of greater consequence, "If you please draw me a ship." When a mystery is too overpowering, one dare not dissolve it. Absurd as it might seem to me, 1,000 miles from any human habitation and in a danger of death, I took out of my pocket a sheet of paper and my fountain pen. But then I remembered how my studies had been concentrating on geography, history, arithmetic, and grammar, and I told the little chap, a little closely too, that I didn't know how to draw. He answered, "That doesn't matter, draw me a ship."